So we need to tidy that up. And in fact, we might start with the head because it involves quite a few material IDs. So if I Alt Q, I can isolate that selection. I'm just going to drag that off screen, but this is the little the box that pops up when I Alt Q or isolate selection. Just going to drag it off screen for now, and I'm going to maximize my viewport just so that I can see what I'm doing. Now, what I want to do is actually assign a different material to this glass section here for the eyes, and I'm going to assign that material 5 in the stack. And I might even just click on the swatch and make something a little bit sort of grey, sort of dark grey. But I don't want this exterior material ID to be selected. So if I go into the modify stack and just come down to the edit poly. Now this brings up a unique situation. I don't like to assign materials to a model that still has symmetry in its stack because it can create a very large, if I switch the symmetry off, you'll see it's only half of the actual model. And what will actually happen as I start to put materials or textures on this model, I'm going to get a seam straight up the middle of the object. I can't do any asymmetrical or offset materials. So I like to collapse that out of the stack and be very careful. You only do this when you are happy with the model and you know that you're not going to be doing any more modeling on the character, or if so, very minimal modeling, and there are techniques you can use to do that. So I'm just going to right click and collapse to and just go OK. And so now I just have my edit poly and my mesh smooth on top. So I'm just going to click on my edit poly. I'm going to show end result by clicking the toggle, and that way I can come in here now and select various polygons. So I'm just going to use the control button to select the multiple polygons in the glass section of the eye piece. Come in here a little bit closer and make sure we've got them all. And if I do a grow, I can make sure that I've got everything. And I think the grow, we're going to shrink that back down because that little fold that was there, I want to keep that with the edge material for the eyepiece. So we can now go down into the stack. In fact, what I like to do is select every polygon in the object, and you can see that every polygon is selected there, and just reset it to the default. And in this instance, I'm going to use number 1, material ID